Hey guys, old man things here again. I thought I'd do a comparison of my 12 gauge Bobwhite with a side by side with a 20 gauge Franchi L over under. This is what I would have liked to have seen when I was thinking about getting one. So you've got, I really like my Franchi. I love the, what do you call it? The Prince of Wales handle. I just think that looks so nice. And I love that this doesn't have a handle. This is Old English, and that's what I wanted. But first of all, let me kind of compare the difference. So you have the width. The Franchi's a lot wider. They're both walnut from Turkey. This is an Italian made. This is Turkey made, I believe. I believe this is, well, they're both supposed to be 28 inches, yeah. So that's the comparison side by side of an over-under versus the side by side. They're both gentleman guns, as far as I'm concerned. I also wanted to show you the chokes you get. Now, I had chokes from the Franchi and the Beretta before I got this Bobwhite. So when I opened the Bobwhite ones, I was a little bit surprised because they're a lot cheaper looking than the Beretta and the Franchi. But so you get this whole thing, you get 5 altogether and 2 are in. And I had somebody ask me if this was, if you could shoot steel shot. Yes, you can definitely shoot steel shot, but depending on the chokes. But whereas the chokes on the Beretta and the Franchi tell you actually what they are, these ones don't. They have little markings. Where is that? Right there. Can I see it? Oh yeah, there they are. See, there's like the marking 2. And then you have to use the book to figure out what that means. I believe 1 is a full choke. I don't know if you can see it. Anyhow, so and you get this little key that looks like it's for both 410, 20 gauge. Well, there's 12 gauge, 20 gauge. I don't know if they'd have a 28 gauge and then a 410. I'm not sure. Anyhow, the 12 gauge goes all the way in. So I don't know if they have a 16 gauge and a 28 gauge on here or not. I know they do. They have a 410, I believe, and a 20 gauge. I know 100% sure. So, that's your little case you get. What I would recommend, if you're going to keep it in the case that comes with the hard case, that you would put like a rag. I put a cut up cotton t-shirt, clean one obviously, over top of it, because when you shut it, It's bubbled, you know. I don't know what the actual words are, but when you open it up, then you have marks like a zebra across it. Looks like somebody handled it, went like this. So that's what I would recommend. So anyways, I'm really pleased with it. So this is part 2 of the review. Let me just show you again. I didn't show you all the... It's just such a nice... And then it's the double trigger, which I had wanted. A lot of people are saying that you'd get your finger pinched in there when you go to shoot it. And some of the reviews I've read, I mean, I have medium hands for a guy, but I don't have problems. I mean, imagine if you have, like I had a doctor that was a Navy SEAL, and then he became a doctor on a sub. And I mean, his fingers were like that. I told him when I was having my physical, I said, my next doctor, I'm looking at his fingers first before I pick him as a doctor. And he laughed. Holy cow. I mean, I can imagine his fingers would have trouble with that. And then maybe you would want just the one trigger. But I don't have problems with it. I don't think most guys would have problems with it. With the triggers, I should say, not finger size for physicals. All right. See you guys later. Let me know if you want to see anything. I'll do a review on my Franchi L a bit later.